اللهم اجعل محياي محيا محمد وآل محمد ومماتي ممات محمد وآل محمد.
Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Shahadat and I'll be your host for tonight. I'd like to welcome Brother Jawed for their citation of the Quran and some poetry. With loud salawat, please welcome you. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن في ذلك لعبرة لمن يخشى. أأنتم أشد خلقا أم السماء بناها رفع سمكها فسواها وأغطش ليلها وأخرج ضحاها والأرض بعد ذلك دحاها أخرج منها متاعا لكم ولأنعامكم فإذا جاءت الطامة الكبرى أأنتم أشد خلقا أم السماء بناها رفع سمكها فسواها واغطش ليلها وأخرج ضحاها والأرض بعد ذلك دحاها أخرج منها ماءها ومرعاها والجبال أرساها متاعا لكم ولأنعامكم فإذا جاءت الطامة الكبرى يا الإنسان ما سوى صدق الله العلي العظيم. بر محمد أهل بيت محمد صلوات. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجه. Brother, move forward, inshallah. Brother Shazil, you can move forward, inshallah. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم وفرجنا بظهور وليك صاحب الزمان زماننا يا صاحب الأسر والزمان يا رب الحسين بحق الحسين اشفع صدر الحسين بظهور الحجة. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك عليك مني سلام الله عليك مني سلام الله سلام الله على الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك عليك مني سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار ولا جعله الله آخر العهد مني ولا جعله الله آخر العهد مني لزيارتكم السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين السلام على الحسين وعلى علي ابن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين. السلام عليكم جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته. 40 در غزای شاه مظلومان گذشت، بر حضا بر اسیران موسمی چون موسم طوفان گذشت. 40 شای مظلومان گذشت، بر اسیران موسمی چون موسم طوفان گذشت. حضرت سجاد روزی از بازار قصابان گذشت. گوسفندی را به زیر دیگ دیدهایی کشید، مرد قصاب از غذایی خون آن حیوان گذشت. گفت آبش داده ای، گفت آبش داده ای، یا تشنکاوش میکشی. گفت آب دادن اول است و سر بریدن بعد از آن، ما مسلمانیم نتوانیم از ایمان گذشت. ما مسلمانیم نتوانیم از ایمان گذشت. كلانا لعنة الله على القوم الظالمين. بأبي أنت وأمي يا مظلوم يا أبا عبد الله الحسين جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته. بر محمد وأهل بيت محمد صلوات. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم.
Thank you, Brother Jawed, for the beautiful recitation. Now, without any delay, I'd like to welcome Maulana Sayyid Hadi Yasin to bless us with a speech with a loud salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا حبيب قلوبنا وطبيب نفوسنا وشفيع ذنوبنا أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد اللهم صل على محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين واللعنة الدائمة لأعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى لقاء يوم الدين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك. عليك مني سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار، ولا جعله الله آخر الأهد مني لزيارتكم altogether. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين صلوات على محمد وعلى محمد. Brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. May Allah inshallah accept all our prayers, our amal, our dua, our mourning and azah for Sayyid al-Shahadat with the barakat of salawat ala Muhammad wa Muhammad. Alhamdulillah, we thank Allah for this great tawfiq. Once again, we're together. Inshallah, tonight is our last night of this series of discussions, and inshallah, we'll continue next time. We were talking about the topic of controlling our anger as one of the most important duties that we have as human beings, specifically as mu'min and believers, inshallah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we mentioned that He bestowed us a lot of skills, a lot of tools. However, when He gave them to us, He set a lot of responsibilities, policies, and regulations for them. You know, police officers or law enforcement or others, when the government gave them gun, they gave them with pages and pages of policies. What can you do with it? What you cannot do with it? It can save your life, or it can put your life in danger. It's up to you how you use it. Be careful how you use it. Be careful how you apply this tool, this weapon. This is your right. This is not your right here. You should do this. You shouldn't do that. Why are you doing this? Just give it to me. I know what I'm going to do. Oh, no. We have to tell you. We trusted you. We gave it to you. You're not supposed to take it out in front of everyone. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I'm going to give you a gun. I'm adding it this way. This gun calls anger. You need it to save your life sometimes. Absolutely. If you don't have it, it's going to hurt you. But it can actually hurt you as well if you use it. Depends on how you want to use it. If you follow my policy, if you follow my orders, what I'm telling you to do, you're going to be safe. Everything is going to be fine. But if not, you're going to have issue on the other side. You're going to have issue in your life. That is why I'm telling you. Control your eyes, control your ears, your emotions, your angers, your patience, so forth. That's why I'm telling you. Well, thank you so much, God, for caring so much about me, that you come to the details of my life, that you save me, you teach me, you recommend me, the details that can be so, and they are so significant that if I don't observe them, can be so detrimental in my life. We talked about the topic of anger. We got to the level of the topic of how to control our anger. Inshallah, we'll try to finish and wrap up this discussion by the end of this section of how to control it, which is one of the most important things. You can use it yourself, tell others who are having issue with this, post it online, however you want. This is very useful for any moment, anywhere. So number one, we mentioned there are two things here about how to control it. You have prevention and treatment. The best approach of Islam and even psychology is prevention. Prevent yourself from getting into anger. We talked about it last night in details. The second aspect was what? Treatment. You need to treat it. When that happens, what you're supposed to do. We mentioned a few things. We're going to continue, such as change the location, distract yourself, consultation with experts, dhikr of Allah, dhikr of Allah. The other one, which is very important, it says it's good, is that Salih Rahim, visiting family members, talking to them, calling them, being in touch with them, or friends. That makes the friendship, that makes the connection, the link muhabbat and love between you and others. That by itself creates a momentum, and create an atmosphere in your relationship that you don't become that angry with that person. Imagine someone that you love so much. You don't get angry so much or that often with that person because you love that person. You admire that person. Even they say something sometimes doesn't make sense to you, but you don't get angry. You talk to them, but you don't get angry. Inshallah, with some parents like this. We might get upset, but we don't get angry that why you say this, why you do that. We don't disrespect. The other thing is that it's in the riwayat that al-qadhabu min ash-shaytan wa-ash-shaytan khulaqa min an-nar wal-ma'i. Very interesting. It says qadhab and anger and wrath comes from shaitan. Shaitan is made from fire. The water turn off the fire. The water turn off the fire, right? Think about it. The water turns off the fire. We know that. Shaitan is from fire. Is jinn. All right. So that's why he said I'm from fire and sun is from the dirt, so I'm better than. He's from the fire. All right. And the wrath and anger is from shaitan. So water can turn off the anger. What do you mean? Wuzu. Subhanallah. This hadith is saying wuzu can help you against natural fasad, can help you against qadhab and anger. Subhanallah. Details that sometimes we don't even know, we don't even pay attention. The best way is that to be always with wuzu, to always have wuzu. I know some people, they want to go to school in the morning, they wash their face, they wake up, they wash their face, whatever they do, they take wuzu. 2 seconds, they take a wuzu, they go to school. They want to go to work, they take a wuzu, bismillah, they think, how long it takes? During the day, they go to the bathroom, they want to go out, 5 seconds, they take a wuzu, they go out. We have hadith. Wuzu is light, is nur. When you have a nur, it controls you. By the way, not just 1 time or 2 times. Don't say it as, oh, okay, tomorrow I'm going to take a wuzu and I'm going to become angry to see if it's controlled. No, it's not going to work that way. It's not a bottom. It helps you constantly be in the mood once you practice it, right? So go to the gym one day, so go says, I'm very powerful, right? It doesn't work. You have to go constantly. Again, when you take a wuzu, what does it do? It reminds you of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You're under the protection of Allah, so you need to control yourself. The other one is ghusl. Ghusl kada, very important. In hadith we have, فَإِذَا غَضِبَ أَحَدُكُمْ فَلْيَغْتَسِلْ. When you become so angry, go ghusl, do ghusl quickly. There's a scientific proof behind this as well. One of the things that we said, ghusl wajib, even we have sometimes, or must have, ghusl will make you have peace and tranquility. I remember a scientific report I was reading years and years ago, that when you relatively get automation peace, when you wash your face, your head first, and then your right side of the body, and hormones on the right side of the body, and everything on the right side of the body, and once you wash the left side of the body, that brings a peace to you, relative peace. After many moments, even non-Muslim, they go wash themselves somehow. Just washing the ni'mat of water, that helps. And even if it's cold, that's better, definitely. It's very helpful. Hadith is saying ghusl would be very helpful in this aspect. Again, natural fasahar from Rasulullah. You mean when I'm getting angry, I do wuzu? Well, 2 things. Before, all the time you have the wuzu, right? Okay. Even when you're angry, yes, we said change of location. Remember, we said distraction. Taking wuzu is a distraction. Not only the water would help you, specifically the cold water, to help you to calm down, bring the blood pressure down and the temperature down. Not only that, it shocks you a little bit, the cold water as well. Not only that, but also having the wuzu all the time. Yes, doing ghusl. Some people, it takes hours and hours for them to calm down, actually. Some people I know days take for them to forgive someone. Not forgiving, just calm down to go talk to someone, Yeah, take your moment. It might work. Try it. It might work for some people. See how it is. The other way to control the anger is that try to overlook the mistakes of others. Don't pinpoint them. One of the things about Western's culture, brothers and sisters, is this. Ego, me, myself. Don't talk to me that way. Don't sit down in front of me. Always about me, 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 me. Don't correct me. And if you do it, I was in a park one day, I remember years ago, and I had my daughter with me. There was two parents, two mothers. The kids, they were playing together, and then this kid pushed the other kids, and the other kids fell down. Hey, kids, how old were they? Probably 2 years old, both of them. Two and a half. Very, very, very little, right? So little one. They were playing around each other, pushes. The mother of the one who fell down started yelling, who are you? What kind of mother are you? Why are you doing this? Your kids push my kid. Calm down. I'm sorry, I don't know what happened in the world. They're fine. Everybody was fine. Nothing. It was just like kids pushing each other, you know. I don't even know if pushing like 2-year-old how they can push. They were like walking push. Don't teach me. It's like the other one was trying to say something, whatever. It's like, don't teach me how to parent. I know by parenting. I was like, excuse me. See, the ego comes out. Don't teach me. Don't tell me. What do you mean don't tell me? Amaru says, yes, tell me if you know something better than me. Please share with me. Yes, ego. No. Islam says, try to overlook of the mistakes of others. Try to forgive others' mistakes, you know. Quran says, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Surah Shura 37. وَالَّذِينَ يَجْتَنِبُونَ كَبَائِرَ الْإِثْمِ وَالْفَوَاحِشِ وَإِذَا مَا غَضِبُوا هُمْ يَغْفِرُونَ. Subhanallah. Those people that they get away, keep themselves distance away from the evils, from corruptions, from sins, these people, and when they become angry, wrath, they forgive others. Hum yaghfirun. Subhanallah. They become angry, but they forgive. What can I do? Bring this mentality to your mind. I'm supposed to become a forgiving person. Why? Because Allah is forgiving. Because that's a good attitude. I need to work on that. Bismillah. Once you keep practicing it and start from little ones, you see that it becomes part of your personality. Someone who always have like that ego personality, don't tell me, don't touch me, what did you do to me, whatever. They're always angry. They're always ready to fight. They bring their weapons out all the time. Oh, you said something to me? Bismillah. Mu'mineen, they have patience. I gave you a lot of examples, remember? The example of Malik Ashtad, the example of I was on time. Let me give you another example. Sheikh al-Tusi, Sheikh al-Ta'ifa, is one of the most important Shia scholar in the history of Shia scholars. He's one of the most important. Someone came to him, looks how they follow the regulation of Islam and the Sunnah of Ahlul Bayt and Rasulullah. Someone came to him and started cursing him and says, Na'uzullah, says, you're a dog. You're like a dog, animal. He's Shaykh al-Ta'ifa. He's very respected person, very, very. And imagine someone who has power, people are around, someone tell them you're a dog and how you should care. You look at his hands in front of the guy, how he's calm by it. He says, brother, my hand doesn't look like the hands of dog. You look at his feet, he says, brother, my feet also doesn't look like the feet of dog. You see my face, the same thing. Anyhow, calmly talk to him. The guy became so ashamed of himself and sorry. He could become angry. Are you disrespecting me? Bismillah, Allah, you know who I am? I'm Maulana so-and-so, I'm Dr. so-and-so, I'm PhD so-and-so, I'm Mr. so-and-so, I'm Sister so-and-so. As long as it is possible to, in the family, more important. In a family, more important. You don't have to always pinpoint to the details. Why did you do that? Blah, blah, blah. Overlook many times. You have more respect. I'm going higher and higher. More important, piety, taqwa, virtue. It's going to help a lot. That's actually the major things. Quran says, Surah Al Imran, ayah 133, 134. Bismillah ar-Rahman. وَسَارُوا إِلَى مَغْفِرَةٍ مِّن رَبِّكُمْ وَجَنَّةٍ عَرْضُهَا السَّمَاوَاتُ وَالْأَرْضُ أُعِدَّتْ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. The Jannat, is made for muttaqeen, for pious people. Anyhow, الَّذِينَ يُنْفِقُونَ فِي السَّرَّاءِ وَالضَّرَّاءِ. Jannat is for who? Maghfirat of Allah is for who? It's for those who do infaq in front of others, publicly, and also secretly. وَالْكَاظِمِينَ الْغَيْظَ. Muttaqeen, they have غَيْظ. كَاظِمِينَ الْغَيْظ. كَزْمِ غَيْظ. They control their anger. وَالْعَافِينَ عَنِ النَّاسِ. They forgive others. وَاللَّهُ يُحِبُّ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. Allah loves those who do righteous deeds. Righteous people. One of the characteristics of what? Of mu'mineen, of muttaqeen is what? Pious people. كَاظِمِينَ الْغَيْظَ وَالْعَافِينَ عَنِ النَّاسِ. They control their wrath. But they become angry. It upsets them. It's not that they are robots. They don't feel they're being disrespected. They don't feel no, they feel it, but they control it. Do you think Imam Hassan or Imam Hussein or others, they're being disrespected? They don't feel that they're disrespected. They feel, but they control themselves. You see here, everything rotates around Allah. Dhikr of Allah, name of Allah. How come? How come? You know that reason. I'm sure you know. Who has more right than Allah to be angry at us? Tell me, right now. Whoever is hearing my voice and seeing me, how many times we promise Allah that we're going to be doing this, we want to repent from this, and we did it again? Huh? Who? Allah, that He gave us everything. Without even any expectation, He gave us everything, right? So now we're going against everything that He's saying. Sometimes, also, and He still forgives us. Who has more right than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive us? Tell me. To be angry at us. No one has this right and this haqq more than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be angry at us. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgives all the time. Why should you forgive? Because this is the sunnah of Allah. Allah always forgives and gives chances and chances and chances. We have to do the same thing. Another thing that would help you rotates around Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ahlul Bayt. Dhikra a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. A'udhu billahi shaitanir rajim. Would help you to control your anger. Asabaniyat. Control your anger. It would turns off the flames of anger. Subhanallah. Why? Because anger comes from who? From shaitan, we mentioned. You need to take shaitan away from you. As soon as you're becoming angry, think about it, look at it. Astaghfirullah, Rabbi wa Ta'ala. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. What happened? You're taking shaitan away from yourself. When you take shaitan away from yourself, what happens here? This is not the ultimate things. It's not the only things. You need to work on other aspects as well. But this is one of them, right? Another one. ذِكْرِ لَا حَوْلَ وَلَا قُوَّةَ إِلَّا بِاللَّهِ الْعَلِيِّ الْعَظِيمِ. In a hadith from Iblis, the shaitan told Hazrat Musa. Very interesting. He says, sometimes shaitans, sometimes he was, wanted to get closer to Anbiya. He was saying them and teaching them something. He says, get away from anger. Shaitan told Musa. Get away from, because he knows he can't overcome Musa, right? Get away from anger. And whenever you become angry, say, La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah alayhi al-azim. Shaitan, sometimes we're coming and teaching them, this is what it is, this is what it is, this is how I do. Another one, zikr salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Muhammad. I'm going to the details now, right? After all those psychological recommendations and things that we have to do. Zikr salawat. I'm going to say all these things in the list, then I'm going to get a conclusion. Okay. Zikr salawat. What do you say in salawat? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala. Ya Allah, send your peace and blessings upon Muhammad wa ala. Remember, when you remember Muhammad wa ala Muhammad, Muhammad and his family, you remember their role models, right? Okay, who? All right, I got it. All right. Another one, sajda. Subhanallah. Some of these things on YouTube, man. Sajda. Going to sajda will help you to calm down. You mean in the middle of the fight, I go to sajda? Bismillah. You're in the house, you become angry, your wife told you something, you're super upset, you want to raise your voice, your husband said something, you found it so disrespectful, bad words and anything, you want to yell at the moment, your blood pressure is high, God forbid, your parents or children or something happened, either right there or go to your room, go to session. Let's try it. Let's try it to see how it goes. When you put your forehead on the ground for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you don't have to say anything. If you want to say some zikr, that's fine. If not, just go to sajda. And you remember what? You remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Remember that. Remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We need to finalize it with this. But there's a hadith from Rasulullah that said that whenever you feel this, that your eyes are coming out and you become so angry and your eyes becoming so red, your veins are getting out and popping out, you in that situation put your face on the ground, and the one who does this and seek refuge with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from shaitan will find tranquility and peace. Wow. Interesting. I thought I have to go, I don't know, yoga, this and that. Whatever works for you. Whatever works for you, by the way. Anyhow, anything that is halal and it works for you to control your anger, bismillah. However, look at this way. Look at the ilahi way. Look at the divine way. How they teach us to overcome and control our emotions. Something like anger that is so, strong when it comes. SubhanAllah. All this is that we're mentioning, all the end ends in who? In Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In what? In following your religion. Remember the other night I said, someone says, why are you Muslim? I don't know why you're even asking. What do you mean by it? Well, I see you have this, you pray. Yeah, you want to sit down, I'm going to talk to you. Why? Because this is how it's controlling my emotion, how it's helping me to. You mean when you are closer to Allah by following Allah's orders and regulations and thoughts, you have more control of yourselves? Yeah. How about those Muslims that they are not controlling, they cannot control? How about those people that they go to university and they don't get good grades? So simple. You should study. It's not that I'm just a student, I get best score, grades. No, you need to study. I'm Muslim, you need to act upon Islam. You act upon it, then you'll get the result. Simple. Very simple. There are many other things as well, like recommendation to the details, zikr yunusiyya, and many other recommendations I have, but I don't want to go to the details. Maybe inshallah another time we can do it. Telling yourself that, all right, take a break. I know you're upset. Acknowledge your feeling, by the way. Don't suppress your feelings. Acknowledge your feeling. I know you're upset. I know something happened. I know this makes you upset usually, right? But you literally talk to yourself. Well, I don't think that's the way you should express your anger. Because if you want to put the pros and cons, you're angry, you want to do something, you want to text someone, you want to send an email, angry email. I know you want to send this email. I know you want to talk to them this way, but it's disrespectful, and I think it becomes worse. How about give me time, give me a break until, talk to yourself like this, until 2 hours, 1 hour, half an hour tomorrow. If you're still angry and you think it's a good things to do, then you can do it. How about you talk to someone else about it? If they are saying cognitive therapy, CBT, cognitive behavior therapy, you know what it is? Technically is to go think about pros and cons. Think about if you do it, if you have it, what's going to happen? If you don't have it, what's going to happen? Pros and cons. Cognitive therapy. If you have negative thoughts, how is it going to help you? A very simple version of it. If you have depression, what's going to happen to you? If you have anxiety, what happens to you? If you have anger, what's going to happen to you? If you don't have it, pros and cons. Then your mind would register that is it good to do or not good to do. That's it. This is Islam. This is Quran. This is Maktab al-Ahlul Bayt. This is the lifestyle that we need to have and practice it. Ya Allah. And the more we practice, the more we have success in these matters, in these aspects. You study a little bit, you get the grade that you deserve it. You study well, you get A+. You go to the gym, be lazy, just sit down and talk to your friends, you see the result. Yeah, you're registered in that prestigious gym that the champion is registered to, but you're not going to get anywhere. Unless you get on the treadmill and work and wait, and run. That's these things. So if you want to see how successful you are, look at the level of your iman. The more you follow Islam, to the extent you follow Islam, I follow Islam, that level I can control my anger. As much as I do not follow it, I have bigger issue with my anger or other emotions. Those who practice a little bit, they can control a little bit. Those who practice more, they can control more. Those who practice a lot, they can control more. Why? Because of Allah. They're members of Allah. The peace that comes. Mu'mineen, they have peace and tranquility. They control that. Alhamdulillah. Thank you, Allah, for letting us be mu'min, for being Muslim. Inshallah, mu'min among the mu'mineen and believers. For letting us paying attention to a lot of these details and letting us and helping us to know these things, these recommendations, for being there for us. Thank you for being there for me, Ya Allah. Have you said to them, to Allah? Ya Allah, thank you for being there for me. What do you mean? Yeah, you're there for me all the time. I mean, in the middle of the night, in the middle of the day, I don't have to think about should I call you, shouldn't my friends. There are some restrictions still. Whatever I want, I can ask you. Something I can't even tell the most reliable person in my life or the closest one to my life, to me, I can tell you. And you forgive, and you help, and you support, and you have power, and you have authority, and you have kindness, and you have generosity. Thank you so I don't know how blessed I am. That's why Imam Ali says, Kawabi azzan an akuna laka abda. This is an honor to be your abd, your servant. That's why. Now I understand why. Now I understand why. Now I understand how lovely is your love. How sweet is your love that Imam Hussein is ready to go to Karbala and sacrifices everything for the sake of you. You should be so lovely. Your love should be so amazing that Hussein goes to Karbala and gives everything he has for the sake of you. I don't know. I never tasted the way that Imam Hussein tasted, but it should be so amazing that he's ready to go give his own life, the life of his own family and friends for the sake of that love. It should be amazing. Can I have a little bit of that love? I know I can't have that much, but a little taste, a little bit. Wow. taste that they thrown Ibrahim to the fire, but she's fine. The love that Nuh in the middle of the scary storm, he's fine. The fear that this love that calmed down Hazrat Musa when he is next to the Nile, the Pharaoh is behind him. He has the whole ummah with him, Bani Israel. In front of them is the Nile, is the river. They can't go anywhere. They're asking him, Musa, what happened? That's the end. Look in front of you. We can't go anywhere. This is the water. And Pharaoh is behind us. He's reaching us. Musa says, the only thing I know is that Allah is not going to leave me alone. Allah is with me. What is that love that he's so confident? It's your love. I love that love. I just want to taste it more. Can you give me more of that? Because I know those who tasted that love, nothing else could compensate, nothing else could replace it. They were just working for the sake of that love. I need that, Ya Allah. I need it more than any other time. I need that love. Because I know because of that love, I'm going to be so lovely towards others, and others are going to love me so much. Because everybody loves Ali. Everybody, those who are healthy, loves Hussein. Close to Arba'in, Zainab Salamun alayha, she's getting closer to Imam Hussein's grave. These are only a few days left to Arba'in, few days left to reach Karbala. It's been 40 days Zainab was away from Hussein. Never happened. Never ever happened. 40 days away from Hussein. Wherever Hussein was going, she was going to. 40 days. Rubab was away from Ali Asghar. 6 months old. Never happened a mother being away from 40 days, 6 months old baby. Her heart is still there. Kulthum, others. 40 days. Sakina or Ruqayya are away from Ali. Imam Sajjad from Uncle Abul Fadl. As soon as Ahlul Bayt, caravan of Zainab, they reached Karbala in Arba'in, they chopped themselves from horses on the ground, from the camels on the ground. Each of them, they were looking for a grave. Zainab on the grave of Hussein. I don't know if maybe Kulthum and Ali Akbar, Imam Sajjad around, and maybe Rubab looking for the grave of Ali Asghar. Where is my son Ali Asghar? How difficult. Zainab could not wait to reach Karbala. The only thing, if you ask me, the only thing might be a little bit difficult for Zainab is that she has to go to their brother and she has to give the report and she has to say, I'm sorry for the amanat that I left in Sham and Damascus. I left your 3-year-old daughter in Sham. Hussein, forgive me for that. That's the time, that's the moment Zainab should say, Hussein, if a non-mahram were not here, I could show my body to you to see how much they hurt me and they wept. Hussein, Assalamu alayka ya Abu Abdullah wa ala al-arwah allati hallat bifana'i alayka minni salamullah abadan wa baqitu wa baqiya al-layl wa an-nahar ولا جعله الله آخر العهد مني لزيارتكم. All together. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين على لعنة الله على القوم الظالمين وسيعلم الذين ظلموا أي منغلب ينغلبون. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد. اللهم عجل لوليك الفرج العافية والنصر، ومد في عمره الشريف، وزين الأرض بطول بقائه، وجعلنا من أعوانه وأنصاره وشيعته يا رحمن. ثبت قلوبنا بحق الحسين يا Allah. Hasten in the Zuhur of our Imam Mahdi. Let us and our generation be among the true followers of our Imam. Help our youth, make them successful in dunya wal akhirah. Ya Allah, those who have hajat, give them khair hajat. Those who are under difficulties, provide opportunities of freedom. Those who are sick, cure them, and those who passed away, send the thawab and reward from our gathering to the soul. رحم الله من يقرأ الفاتحة مع الصلوات. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. معتمر حسين.
هنا يا النازلين هنا بقبر حسين دلوني. هنا يا النازلين هنا بقبر حسين دلوني. وتالي للمسناية راعي الجود والراية. أريد أروح سجاية وأقول له يا بدر السعدي رضيت القوم يسبوني. رضيت القوم يسبوني. طاحت من على الناقة تبعتها خواتي حسين تتعذر وهي تنادي يا خويا حسين قبرك وين؟ جيتك باليتامى قعيد تلقانا يا نور العين. تلقانا يا نور العين. خويا يلمتت ضامي قعيد جيت بيتامي. شوف انت حلتي عظامي تراني من السهر يا حسين. ما تشوف الدرب عيني. ما تشوف الدرب عيني. يا خويا اقعد احكي لك عن احوالي بهالسفرة. مشينا على الهزل حسر يا خويا مشيتي القشرة لابني زياد بالكوفة. جنايزكم على الغابرة. جنايزكم على الغابرة. لو شفت الضعن من راح حادي بشتمنا صاح. كل ساعة ويتيم طاح. كل الروس منصوبة عن شمالي وعن يميني. عن شمالي وعن يميني. وصلنا الشام يا الشام ما ينحمل طاريها. يا ريتي موسدة بقبري ولا طبيت واديها. يا خويا يقصر لساني عن أهوال الشفيت بيها. عن أهوال الشفيت بيها. على بوابة الساعات تلوحي قبالنا الرايات. ضليت أجذب الحسرات تمنيت تقعدي ويا حسين وبلحدي تواريني. وبلحدي تواريني. خويا والخراب صعب وشلون أوصف لك مصايبها، مهدومة وبلي فراش نتوسد ترايبها، وماتت فاطمة بيها وما حد من قرايبها، وما حد من قرايبها. بقت يا حسين ممدودة عليها الكبد ممرودة، علي مبهوض بقيوده، وانا نخافكم يا عز الجار، لكن ما تجيبوني، لكن ما تجيبوني. وصلناكم يا ابو فاضل ولا جيتوا تنزلوني، هاي الروس جبناها ومنكم نطلب العونة، راسي حسين سمحولي تراهي مكسرة سنونه، تراهي مكسرة سنونه، مصيبة ما اقدر احجيها، روحي تمرمرت بيها، اسمع مني تاليها، بطشت الذهب كسر يزيدي وتنظر عيوني، يزيدي وتنظر عيوني. صلوات على محمد وآل محمد. زيارة. السلام عليك يا رسول الله، السلام عليك يا حبيب الله، السلام عليك يا خير خلق الله، السلام عليك يا أمير المؤمنين وصي رسول رب العالمين، السلام عليك يا فاطمة الزهراء سيدتي وسيدة نساء العالمين، السلام على الحسن المجتبى، السلام على الحسين الشهيد، السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك، السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله وعلى الأئمة من ولدك علي بن الحسين ومحمد بن علي وجعفر بن محمد وموسى بن جعفر وعلي بن موسى الرضا ومحمد بن علي وعلي بن محمد والحسن بن علي والخلف الحجة القائم المهدي. السلام عليك يا مولاي يا صاحب الزمان، الأمان الأمان الأمان، يا مولاي يا صاحب الزمان، سيدي عجل الله فرجك وسهل الله مخرجك، وجعلنا الله من أتباعك وأعوانك والمستشهدين بين يديك وتحت لوائك. صلى الله وسلم عليكم جميعا سادتي وموالي ورحمة الله وبركاته. صلوات على محمد وآل محمد.